It's time to get Eddie out of here. It's time to get Eddie out of here. It's time, it's time, it's time to get Eddie out of here. I'm done with them, I'm done with them. We done with them, we done with them. He's gone, he's gone, he's going. Why is Eddie still here? Like, I get it. He's the main villain, so we have to keep him alive. But it doesn't mean that he can go away scot-free, because Season 6, Episode 1 of If Loving You Is Wrong, starting off with a neighborhood in crisis. Yes, that's exactly what's going on. Jesus. Now, it starts off where it left off. Alex is being held by Lushion while Brad goes and jumps in to save the baby. Mind you, her mom was shot and presumably dead in that water. We're like, okay, because she dropped the baby in the water. Everyone's trying to, you're like, okay, so who's going in the water? Who's going in the water? Who's going in the water? Excuse me? Really? So who's going in the water? Who's going in the water? All of these grown men, and not one of you can. You got Steven. At one point he was taking off his jacket to go in the water. I said, you know what? This is, I can't even. That's not even Brad's baby, but he still jumped in there, and all of you have to decide who's jumping in the water. Eddie goes and says, you know, that's crocodile, so you shouldn't go in the water. Everyone backs off and waits for Brad to do the work. I'm like, y'all are trash. Everyone except for Lushion needs to be fired. And we already know. And Steven, I don't trust you. Something is off with you too. Maybe it's just you suck at your job, but there's something off with you too. Eddie's trying to say, oh, you know what? I'll shoot. It's ready. If there's a gator, I'm ready to shoot. I'm thinking, you just want to shoot that baby. That's what you really want to do. Alex peeped it too. She said, no, you're not doing this. I'm coming after you. Lushion trying to restrain her. And they're like, look, here comes Randall out of nowhere. The one of the few times I'm happy to see Randall. And Randall's like, no, Eddie. You know what you did. You know what you did. Because mind you, remember, Eddie, when he shot Rusty isn't dead. Or at least as far as I know, Rusty isn't dead. I think Alex thinks that Rusty's dead. But Eddie shot Rusty so that, you know, the police wouldn't shoot and kill him. Brad goes and takes the baby out of the water. And everyone's, you know, huddled around the baby. Lushion performs, you know, baby CPR. So essentially just like two fingers on his chest. And then breathing in. After a while, the baby breathes, so the baby's alive. So shout out to Tyler for not killing off the baby, because they treated that baby like it was trash, and that hurt me. That hurt me so much, because I said, you know what, there's some people who would really do that. And it's sad because now I understand that there's some people that really do that. Alex is so thankful that Brad went and saved the baby. I'm looking at, because Randall, you know, he went and tried to jump in too, but Brad's was like, okay, yeah, this is cute and all, but I'm going to be going far, far away. Here we go, and Alex kind of has this look of, Brad, where are you going? Brad, what are you doing? Brad, where are you going? That's not what she said, but that's what it looked like. I'm thinking, Alex, really? Now, they have to go and get the baby and take the baby to the hospital. They're waiting for the ambulance. They're like, okay, we're just going to have to drive there. We're just going to have to drive there. Mind you, how are they saying that, oh, they're waiting for the ambulance? The waiting for the ambulance is going to take a certain period of time. The ambulance was right there. Brad was backing up. So now they're trying to figure out who's going to go into the ambulance. Because like I said, Eddie already had his first confrontation with Randall about, you know, you were the one who did, you were the one, you put the rope around my neck, you tried to kill me. And Eddie was like, well, if I wanted you dead, you would be dead. It's like, damn that baby. But before all that, they have to decide who's going to hang out in the ambulance. You know, Randall and Alex both like, no, I want to go in. No, I want to go in. No, I want to go in. Well, do you want your baby to live? Because if you do, you both cut it out. The EMT said, okay, both of them can come in. It's all right. We'll leave the other guy here. Both of them can come in. It's cool. Now, Eddie is peeping game, and he's like, wait a minute. Why are the FBI? The FBI are here, and they're talking to Lushion. It's just like, well, since you guys are here, this is out of my jurisdiction, so I'm covered. And he said, no, I know what's going on. I'm thinking, Eddie, I don't care if you're on the ball or not. You're trash. You're trash. Garbage. Swill. And it's time. It's time to get Eddie out of here. It's time to get Eddie out of here. It's time. It's time. It's time. Look, that's the only way I can. That's the only way I can talk about this dude if I do a sing along. Because if I need him to go. I don't want him to die because he needs to suffer for what he did. I need for him to feel everything that he's been doing. Because he's trying to go to Brad and tell Brad, yo, Brad, why'd you go save the baby? We were almost done with that baby. You could have killed that thing. That thing was almost dead. What's wrong with you? I could have taken a shot at that thing. Why are you trying to save that thing? That thing should have drowned. And talk about the baby, the black baby, that baby. Oh, like, Eddie, what is wrong with you? Brad's like, you're disgusting. You're not my friend. Go away. You're not my friend. My friend would never say anything like that. Like I said, he's trying to go and peep game with Lushion and say, it's funny how I'm on the ball. I know that you're FBI. I know that you're involved somehow. I know that you're undercover. You're trying to go and get any information you can. Lushion said, oh, is that how you feel? So why is it that you feel that way? Essentially, Lushion deflected whatever Eddie was saying. Eddie realized it and was like, well, you need to stop deflecting. You need to stop deflecting. Lushion said, if I was FBI, I wouldn't have shot you in your chest, in your vest so many times. I wouldn't have done something like that. I wouldn't have run the risk of getting fired. I wouldn't be here with you right now. You would be incarcerated. You would be in jail. That hasn't happened, has it? So, I'm not FBI. But here's on another note. Because Eddie's trying to say, oh, well, you and Claudia. So, why was Claudia at your house that one day? Oh, you working with her? Oh, both of y'all are spies now? That's what it is. I'm thinking, okay, Eddie's putting the pieces together. Shout out to him for solving some generic, basic, what is it, like 5th grade problem solving. Mind you, Lushion again deflected and said, Eddie, that's all great and all, but so what are you doing here? Wait, what? Yeah, what are you doing here? What do you mean? Why are you here? It doesn't make any sense. You expect, oh, I'm here because I was called. Who called you? Well, Steven, and I got radioed in. You got radioed in, yeah, because you know there's no reception here, so I couldn't hear anything afterwards. Really, you and who? Andrew. So where's Andrew? What do you mean? You said you and Andrew were here. Yeah, I did. So where's Andrew? Well, I'm not sure. How are you not sure when you're in his car? What do you mean? The car's right there, Eddie. So where is Andrew? Oh, I see how this is. Because you know I know you. I know what type of games you like to play. Andrew's gone missing. You're the last person to know about it. You know, it's interesting because if there's a cop who may have gone missing in the woods over here, it would be it'd be great for someone to go and search for them if that was the case. And he'd say, Bruce, I know what you're trying to do. You have your little buddies there at the FBI here. And again, even though Eddie is like Lushion, definitely FBI, he's still, you know, just in case you're not, shut up. Not shut up. Lushion said, here's how this works. I got you. I'm watching you. I have my eyes dead set on you. Trust and believe I'm going to get you. Trust and believe that if I was FBI, Lord, if I was FBI, you wouldn't be a factor. The fact that you are a factor should prove that I'm not FBI. Again, Eddie isn't believing it, so Eddie's like, you know, get out of all this mess, get out of my face, because Eddie knew that he was caught. Eddie knew that, you know, uh-oh, something's not right here. And how are you going to tell someone to get out of your face when you were the one that got in that person's face in the first place? Esperanza, she's talking to Zane and trying to figure out, okay, so have we heard anything yet? No. She gets a call from Kelly, and Kelly wants to know, so there's this officer named Rick, he's next door, and I had to give him a call because Lushion told me to give him a call. Why? Well, Travis went and said something that kind of freaked me out, and it was in regards to Ramsey and saying how I won't be seeing him anymore, as if he was so dead set sure, and how would he, since they didn't talk to each other, what's going on there? And now the officer isn't telling me anything. Oh, I know, Nick. I'll be there soon. Wait, Kelly, you're still talking to Travis? Why are you talking to Travis? Well, something happened. Kelly, why do you always put yourself in these situations with it? I said, Esperanza, you, of all people, opening your mouth to say something like, you of all, you of all people, Esperanza, your baby daddy is Eddie. That is, you were dating the son of a cartel. Done. So she's like, you know what, okay, no, I'll go and figure things out. I'm going to go and help you out with the kids. And yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, you go there and help Kelly out with the kids. While Randall and Alex are in the ambulance with the EMT, the woman says, you know what, the baby seems fine. So it's like, yeah, but what happened? Well, you know, his life was in danger because there was this woman that went and dangled him around the lake, and we weren't close enough to stop her, so then she dropped him in the lake. Oh man, that's crazy. But she got what was hers. Oh good. Yeah, she got shot, you know, right in between the eyes. Now remember, that was Alex's mom. So Alex, even though she knows her mom's trash, she still feels bad because at the end of the day, that's her mom. Whatever. She can yuck that out with her self internally. So she's trying to sob. And I'm looking at this like, wait a minute, am I about to agree with Randall? Even though he's still garbage? Well, Randall's like, okay, so where are we going? We're going to so-and-so hospital. Yeah, but how far is that? It's about an hour and 15 minutes if we have the sirens on. 3 hours normally. Okay, great. So can we go there instead? Why? Are you sure? Because I need you to do that. Why? Well, she wasn't asking why, but it was more so of, well, I have a court case. I have a court case to go to and win, so I need to get to the closest hospital to the court case. I said, wait a minute. And I saw it. I said, Lord, is he still on the... Yes. See, Randall, even though he's evil, he's not dumb. He's like, your mother went and almost killed our child. I'm going to go to court and, I'm going to get full custody. I'm going to get full... And my mother is in the... Is she hurt? Because that's the kicker. Alex, thinking that she's going to do some type of retaliation, wants to go and say, well, you know, I know your mom. What about her? Well, I know she was in the hospital. She said she was knocked out. I don't know what happened to her afterwards. What do you mean? Well, I went in the house to check on things, and your mother was... She was passed out. Yeah, what'd you do? Well, you know what I do? I didn't do anything. Again, the baby seems fine, so that's why they were able to make the hospital trip. But Alex is like, I didn't do anything. That's not my mother. Yeah, because your mother was shot. I said, oh God, this is too much. This is too much. It's like, I don't like either of them, so I don't really care. I just want to see, okay, is the baby cool? Aside from that, I really could have done without that. Well, that scene was really petty, so I do appreciate that. I appreciate the good petty. Now we got into a lighter note of, no we don't. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Junior wakes up. Yes, Junior wakes up, and Natalie is over the moon. She's excited, but he's hurt. He's really hurt, and, you know, he starts to remember, oh, Lord Jesus, that he killed Quan, and he feels bad about that, and he's worried about Fawn, and what's going on with Fawn, and he looks messed up. And I said, this is the best acting I've seen. Joey, why do I call him Junior? Well, I think for some reason she would call him Junior, but Joey, Joey and that struggle face. I said, you know, that's going to be my background picture for this video. Joey's struggle face is going to be my background picture because he was still messed up. I mean, it was to the point where they must have been there for a while because, you know, the stuff that they added onto his face, you could clearly see that it was slowly breaking apart. I said, Lord Jesus. But Joey's like, oh, I'm in so much pain. And it's like, oh, Fawn, why don't you go and call Fonzie? I need to know if Fawn's okay. Because I'm thinking, wow. Even though I was thinking about Fawn, no one else was. And I was a parent. And I knew no one else was thinking about Fawn. I was like, who? Oh, Fawn. Yeah, well, we don't know. Well, can you call her right in front of me so that I know that you called and I want to speak to her? I'm thinking, Natalie, if something went left, don't do it. She said, no, you know, the reception's bad here, which is true in hospitals. It usually is bad. I'm going to go in the hallway and speak to her. It's like, wait, no, Mom, I don't want you to go. I don't want you. I said, oh, God. This is a good scene because I feel it. And Natalie, she had to be, her inner, well, she's a strong black woman, but that inner, strong black woman came out. So it's like, you're going to be fine, son. You're here. You're alive. The doctor said that you weren't going to be here. Trust and believe. You'll feel better soon, because once we get home, and I will reprimand you for this mess, I'm going to beat your butt for this. Trust and believe I will. But for right now, we're going to make sure everything's cool. So it's like, oh, because remember, Joey is on probation. Joey has a lot going on with this situation. So that was the other thing. There's just so many different things. But Natalie has her son. He's alive. The doctors, she was telling them, the doctors were even trying to go and harvest your organs. That's how bad they thought it was. But God had another plan for you. God had another plan, and He saw you through. So everything else, I'm cool. Everything else, I'm good. One of my new favorite characters came out of nowhere, came out of the clutch and said, I'm here. In her most ghetto fabulous outfit ever. Tilda. Tilda came out of nowhere with two goons. One looking... Why did one of them look like he was cousins with... What's that rapper slash singer's name? Jesus, what is that rapper's? Dollar Sign. Anyway, apparently Tilda, because it threw me off for a moment. Tilda and Natalie know each other. Natalie's just like, okay, what's going on here? Oh yeah, sorry about your son. Sorry, I had to go and, identify his body. He's dead. Because your thug's son. I said, Tilda, you know your son's a thug. How are you calling Natalie's son a thug when your son, on your behalf, goes and does... Okay. Well, aside from that, apparently they have a past. They've known each other since, high school, or, they went through school together, and they both started at the same spot. Tilda's like, you started there, you still work at the burger joint. Natalie said, at least, I make my money the honest way, and not on my back, and not on my knees. Tilda said, I don't care how I made the money. I got the money. I got the millions. I fabulous. I do what I do. I'm going to get you, and I'm going to get your son. You're not going to get mess. How are you going to get me when I was the one that whipped your butt in school? You couldn't even come close to me. She said, that was then? And I accept the fact that she acknowledged that was true. She's like, yeah, but that was then. And these guys right here, yes, this is my now. I'm worth millions. I am very rich. Oh, you rich? Yeah, I'm rich. Oh, well, what you gonna do about it? I don't care about you and your money. You still work at that burger joint in that in that little cheap little get-up that you're in. You still in the hood. You still trash. You still nothing. And it's like, I got you nothing. But again, it kept going, back to the fact that both of their sons are in danger. Well, not in danger. That Joey's now in danger because Tilda's going to make sure that Joey doesn't make it out of this. It's just like, you better be thankful that your son is here, because as soon as he comes out, he'll be right back here. Because he'll be dead. He'll be dead. I'm coming after him. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you could do about it. Seriously. Oh, so now you're trying to throw my... Trust and believe. I don't care how much money you have. At the end of the day, I'm going to come for you like I came for you before. I'll come for you after. And that's my thing. We used to be cool. We used to be so-called friends. How we go from friends from you now talking to me a certain way, trying to get all greasy, act like you bad and bougie, when all you are is fake bougie? You bougetto. That's what you are. You bougetto. I am classy, sanctified, saintly, godly. You gutter with a budget. Congratulations. I like that. Gutter with a budget. I have to keep that. Gutter with a budget. Now, shout out to Tyler, because they were cursing. Natalie was just like, F you. Tilda was like, well, F you back. And I'm like, oh my god. This is amazing. The own of yesterday will have never allowed this. Now, of course, it was bleeped out, but still, I said this is just beautiful, because I'm feeling the scene. Because Natalie went deeper. She said, "It's funny. You trash, and your mother knew it. She went and took a hold of your son because she wanted to ensure that your son had better. So she raised him. Your son actually called your mother mom, instead of you at one point. And so, how am I supposed to respect you or feel any certain way about someone like you when you didn't even raise your son, and once you took control over your son again, he's dead. He's dead. He shot my boy. No, he didn't. How could he? Because he had a gun. He shot him. Duh. You know who he is. You know what he does. I mean, look at where he comes from. Look at the swill that he had to crawl out of. And he didn't make it. Now, while they're arguing back and forth, I said, Lushion just came right behind Natalie. I can tell. Because I know that's Lushion. No other police officer is going to come behind Natalie like that. So, long story very short, when, again, Tilda was threatening, you know what, Joey's not going to make it. Joey's going down. Actually, all of you are going down. And I'm trying to figure out, so how is it that you're saying that Joey's going down even though your son's the one who's dead? And Natalie's like, no. I know I don't have the money, but I do have the resources. I got the law behind me, whether you know it or not. We gonna get you. We gonna get you. We gonna get you. It's gonna be glorious. You're not ready. Oh, you're not ready? You're not ready? Long story very short, a fight ensues, or some form of a fight. Natalie tries to grab the hair. Lushion stops her, and now she's like, get off me. Now, of course, Tilda's just like, I'm thinking, Tilda, your bodyguards are trash. How did they not go and help you? Anyway, I guess in the hospital you told them to behave. Lucian's trying to figure out what is going on there. Natalie tried to play it off like, oh, you know, that was Quan's mom. It's just a mess. Are you sure? Yes, it's a mess. So how's Alex and them? I'm thinking Alex and them, they're irrelevant. Aside from the baby, they're trash. Who cares? Who cares? He's like, oh, they're fine. I'm glad that he didn't tell her more because it's not necessary. That was a joke. This whole situation was a joke. So we're gonna move on past that and get to the meat and potatoes. He's gonna go and, you know, stay with Joey for a moment while she goes back home with the kids. She's gonna check on Fawn. Everything's gonna be cool because originally she was like, oh, can you go and see? He's like, no, I'll go and stay with Joey. You go and do that. So he goes in, and this is where we get more of this situation. You know, he's upset because, like, I killed my best friend. And Lucius was like, I know. So, apparently, what I didn't realize, I guess Quan and Joey grew up together, and that explains why Joey got in trouble in the past. He's probably hanging out with Quan when that... Yes! Yeah, it's coming back to me. Yeah, yep, I remember. I remember. But Joey's so hurt because he killed his best friend. He's just like, oh, Lord Jesus, now I'm going back to jail. Lushion said, don't worry about it, because what Lushion did, and he's like, Fawn, your mom's going to go and see if she's okay, see that she's okay. Fawn, he keeps asking for Fawn, and he's just like, no, I can't believe I shot him, but he shot me. We're supposed to be friends. Like, regardless of what's going on, he shot me. He shot at me, and I shot him, and he's that. I can't believe this. And Lushion said, okay. It was just like, man, and Fawn just had all that money on her. It's like, hold up, what? What? She had what? She had all that money with her because, you know, her dad owns the restaurant. So she carries the money, and she deposits it in the bank. And he said, well, we actually did an investigation and found out that the guys, they weren't after you. What? Yeah. They must have, you know, Quan must have been your friend, because at the end of the day, he wasn't really after you. As we remember, he was always after Fawn. And since Joey was there, so it's like, okay, 2 for the price of 1 type of situation. And that could be good, because now Joey can have an alibi. Joey has a gun, and Joey could say that, oh, it was self-defense, that he was trying to protect Fawn. You know, Lucian's going to make sure that Joey doesn't go back in jail. Come on now. Joey did all this living, has looked like that for a while, and he has to go back to jail? No, Lushion has his back. Lushion created this whole alibi for him with regards to, oh, you were just protecting her. And so he's good. He's good. He's going to be out for a while, but he's going to be good. He's going to be good. He has someone from the FBI who has his back, and he doesn't even know it yet. He's going to be great. But dang, Lushion is good. He came up with that alibi like that. Wow. Now, of course, we find out the baby is fine. Just some water in his lungs, which anyone could really develop some fluid in their lungs. So that's not the biggest deal, because the baby was crying the whole time. That's to be expected. Now, Randall wanted to go and see, oh, can I see the baby? Can I see the baby? That nurse had that look of... Because, mind you, Randall had the blood and all of them. Alex and Randall both looked like that they had a deathmatch fight in the woods. And they're the ones that came back alive. Mind you, so the nurse tells him that no, neither of them can see the baby. I'm thinking, yeah, you just don't want to see Randall see the baby. Yeah, got it. That's fine. But it's funny because Alex and Randall, they're sitting across from each other. There's two people. You know, there's one person right next to Alex, one person right next to Randall. When Randall sat back down, you saw that woman. She went not like the get away from me, but it was kind of like, oh okay, if you're gonna sit next to me again. Alright, well, I'm still on my phone, so I really don't care, but... And things get heated, because Randall, again, he's coming after Alex. He wants RJ... Lord Jesus, this baby has two names. RJ for Randall. Brad is the name that Alex gave him. I'm trying to figure out what's on the birth certificate. Because I think Brad's the father in the birth certificate. Oh, Lord Jesus, too much. Too much. But... like I said, Randall, he wants to make sure that he gets the baby. He's still going through with taking the baby from Alex. At this point, am I mad? Not really, because Alex called her father and told her that this man raped her. Or at least made her father believe that, you know, this man took advantage of her. And because of that, now, her mom's dead. Her father was shot. Her baby was almost killed. Randall was potentially almost killed. And for what? So that you would definitely not lose your... because you cheated and you opened your legs while you were a married woman to a married man, and he went and pulled the okie doke on you and said that he wanted full custody of the child. And so because of that fear, you went and you called the cop. And you want me to feel bad for you? And then Randall, I don't care about you or your mother either. Well, actually your mother maybe, but you definitely not. Because you are upset that, oh, she didn't do anything, because Alex is like, yep, she needed help, and I didn't do a dang thing. She was calling out to me, and I didn't do anything. Why don't I go and help her out? Or they go and do anything that's a favor to you? Alex is threatening him like, if you coming after my baby, trust and believe that this isn't over. I'm gonna come after you. It's not done. We're not done. It's going down basement Friday the 13th plus. This is playing Jason. No. Anyway, while that foolishness is going on, because I know the conversation it really had to do with, again, like I said, who has custody, who doesn't have custody. You know, who's at fault, who wasn't at fault. But I don't care. I really don't care. Here comes Esperanza. She's talking to Rick, and she's like, hey, Rick, you know me. Yeah, of course I know you, Essie. Well, so what's going on in the crime scene? I can't tell you. What's going on in the crime scene? I can't tell you. What's going on in the crime scene? You asked me a third time, and I still can't tell you. Wait a minute, you can't bend the rules a little bit for me? No, I'm not your ex. That's not what he said, but I wanted him to say it so bad. So she goes in and says, you know, I'm sorry, I couldn't find out what's going on. It's just crazy. Marcy comes through and it's like, okay, so what's going on with Randall? What's going on with Randall? I don't know yet. Well, maybe I'm going to go down there to the scene and see what's going on. No, you shouldn't go there. It's fine. The cops will let us know what's happening. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. We have to get the kids ready for school, so that's what we're going to focus on. Yeah, okay. So Esperanza goes upstairs, and this is where they hear some commotion, and it's just like, wait a minute, what? So the coroner, you know, the coroner's van comes. So it's like, oh no, there's a dead body. They go over there, and Rick's just like, Lord, Kelly, I'm sorry, but I need you to identify. They took a picture of, and it was of Ramsey. So Ramsey is dead, and as far as we know, Travis did it. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how. But Kelly was over it, and so was I. I'm like, really? So we're killing off Ramsey? Of all people, we're killing off Ramsey. Travis, Randall, Eddie, in whatever order. Maybe Alex. Look, at this point, I'm vicious when it comes to this. Trash. This was a nice little, season premiere because it kind of ushered us in to this new foolishness. So please like, comment, subscribe. I don't trust Steven because Steven, and he's saying, oh, the captain's on it, and the captain is also part of our force. I'm like, I don't trust the captain. The captain might be corrupt at this point. And I'm still trying to think, where's Julian? What's going on? Anyway.